Where is my... Hold on, y'all. I gotta share some stuff with y'all. This is crazy. I just burnt my bacon. I be forgetting to let people know that, you know, my moderators and stuff. I think I got everybody. Okay. Let me go get my... I thought I put it in... I thought I brung it out here. Hold on, y'all. Y'all, I cannot find the other part to my microphone that I swore I brung out here. I know I did. Is it in this bag? No. Oh my gosh, where is my microphone? I be moving too much and it really helps out, and I can't find my microphone. Guess I can't do any movement or getting up or do anything. I literally put the other piece in and I don't see it. Let me take y'all with me. Hi. This is tripping me out. I got so much to share with y'all. This video just popped up and it is so alarming. It is so alarming. This AI, these scammers, this stuff that's happening, and it's really serious, and y'all hear me say so much. It's like they build up a security for people to be confident about certain things. And he was saying how over 40-something% of the content created on Meta is false, AI, fake. And he was sharing a lot of people's stories of things happening to them. What the heck did I do with the other part? I literally just had it. Like, what is going on? I made the bed, came out, I thought I put everything inside. And I know I lost the other one. I got extra microphones, but I don't have an extra converter, whatever that thing is. Y'all, I put it right in that thing, and literally it's not in there. It's not on the floor or anywhere. I'm trying to make sure I don't burn my bacon because I burnt it the first time. Amazon, set a 5-minute timer.
Your 5-minute timer is now running.
Yeah. I'm just like I lost the bottom of that fan. I still have not found it to this day. The other converter that I had to my microphones, lost it. Cannot find it. I swept it on the island. All that, cannot find it. I literally put it inside here and I do not see it at all. It can't, it's not that big. Wouldn't be in the book. Oh my gosh, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. That's not gonna happen right now. Oh Jesus, hold on. Oh gosh. I cannot believe this. Are you freaking kidding me? You know what? It's right here. I put it in my, it's right here. I'm wondering where it is. That just made me real irritated. And she's setting up her stuff for her. Me annoyed. Let me cut this heater off. It's too hot. I'm not in the mood to sew in no hair, but I know it needs to be done before she go back to school. But I am so not in the mood. Okay, let me get into For those of you who pop on and see me, just so you know, I'm in my home. I am in my home, and if you've been rocking with me for years, you know I do what I want to do because that's how life should be. As long as I'm not harming nobody, that's how life should be. I'm in my home, and majority of the time I'm in my home. I work from home. I do everything from home. That's how I have to go out and take care of business. So a lot of times I'm going to be like this. Even when I come from outside, the first thing I do is strip my clothes off, and I come in here and I get comfortable. So you will see a lot of bonnets and a lot of robes. If that's something you're not looking forward to and you're looking for a luxurious, fancy life, soft life, where people are planning your face and everything is aesthetic, then you go find that because it's not going to be here. And like I said, and I'll continue to say, because it's weird that when I feel like I'm saying something a lot, it's always somebody who's never been here or didn't hear it. I'm an OG. I'm not a COVID influencer who became a person who just popped on social media thinking I'm going to blow up by creating content because that's all people was doing was watching content. I'm not her. Go check me out and see it's real. Can you check my bacon, please? So you will see bonnets and comfy clothes in my home because I'm home. I'm not about to be uncomfortable for nobody else. I'm not doing that. So a video popped up. You said it's fine? Look at all that hair. She got so much hair. It's like, I gotta braid it and sew it in. So the video that bro, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Did y'all hear anything I was saying? Okay. For some reason, this didn't charge. Okay, I guess it's charged. Okay. I'm gonna sit here, let that charge, and I guess charge the other one. I already charged the other one. So I don't understand how it's not charged. I need to do that thing. I hate tying it in a knot, but I hate when it come open. It's so annoying. You said the bacon is fine or it's done? Hold on. Okay. Amazon, stop. This is exactly why I need the microphone. Exactly why. Oh my Lord. Who's still here? This is exactly why I need the microphone, because I'm always moving, and yeah, that's definitely going back. Definitely going back. Okay, so um did you hear everything I said, bro, when I was talking about my bonnet and stuff like that? Let me go on in here while I'm thinking about it. Amazon set a 8-minute timer.
8-minute timer started.
Yeah, we're doing that. We're definitely doing that. I'm returning this. Yeah, bits and pieces. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Not charging or responding to mics, to microphones. Okay. They have you doing so much now in order to return something. It's sad. It is so sad how many questions you got to answer, how much stuff you have to. Okay, what part of the microphone is not charging? The mic. Before you could just return something, say it's damaged, tell them what it is. Now they want to ask you how the packaging look. What part of it is damaged? What? Oh my gosh, it's so annoying. Like they literally ask you a million questions before you can do that. Now it's what condition. I done answer those questions. Now it's more questions. I just say not applicable. Not applicable. No. This is crazy. Continue to return. I don't want another one of these. I will get some more from somewhere else. Absolutely not. I do not want y'all to send me another one. Staples. Okay, cool. Definitely will be sending that back. I'm gonna have to find a better quality one. It was inexpensive. That's probably why it's trash. Okay. So anywho, probably to protect against fraud, true, or AI crap. So what popped up yesterday, and this is very alarming. If you have children, if you have family members, if you have anybody who's renting, or if you yourself are renting, you're probably seeing like it is getting ridiculous. And I said this years ago on a live before COVID, and I wish that most of the people that was in that live was here. Some of them still usually pop on. We'll see if they pop on. I said the rent, the rent and people, the struggle that people were going through at the time. Then it got worse, and then it felt like, because COVID come, then it felt like it got better because people didn't have to pay rent. So a lot of investors slash landlords and stuff like that was losing a lot of money, right? So here's the funky part about that. They waited years, right? They waited years. They took the loss. They accepted the loss because guess what? They had no choice. They had no choice because the government was saying you cannot put people out at this time. You get what I'm saying? So they were not getting rent, and people were taking full blown advantage of it. And also, what is it when you not take, yeah, basically take advantage could be in good ways. Like some people taking advantage of it and they was able to pay and they still didn't, and they end up having to get out or whatever the case may be. That has run a lot of people credit. Okay, a lot of people were going through things where they could not pay because of not being able to work. Now we talking about those people, right? So let me pull this up and tilt it. So a lot of people lost their homes. A lot of investors lost their properties. And then a lot of investors took advantage of people as well in regards to that. And when the freeze was over, a lot of people took advantage of that. Now, here's the kicker, right? Do y'all realize that a lot of those investors and a lot of those homeowners that rent their apartments out and houses and stuff like that out, they're now trying to recoup. When I say I have not seen in my life where the rent has jolted so much. And I'm a prime example. Before I bought this house, when I relocated to the state I was in before here, New York, and when I relocated, the apartment, well, the house, it wasn't an apartment, it was a full-blown house that I was renting. And that's a whole, I still haven't told y'all that story and what happened and all that, but it will be it will be televised. Anywho, so but just not now, because everybody, and we're gonna get into that too, where he was talking about women scamming with fake relationships, fake proposals, telling stories about how men left them at the altar, or just before they got ready to get married, the man was scamming and wasn't real. Oh my gosh, when I tell you, it's so much fraudulent fake stuff that pulls on people's heartstrings, and you would not even believe it. You would not even believe it. You sitting in front of these people and you're thinking they're telling you a genuine story, and they're totally lying with no proof of none of this. You know what I'm saying? With no proof of none of this. So here's the thing. So I remember the rent was like $1,700, okay? And to me, that was a lot, especially when you come from a house where you didn't have a mortgage, you know what I'm saying? It was paid for. So I was just like, oh my gosh, but it wasn't me by myself. So cool, But when the renewal of the lease was going to happen, I guess they see, oh, they pay consistently on time, blah, 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 right? Do you know the rent was going to go up to $2,499? Almost $2,500. What? What? God, where they do that at? Who? What? 2,500? I will not. Listen, at the time, I was so frustrated because when I moved here, not here, but in that state, when I moved there, I was like, I don't know if I want to live on what side. I had to get acclimated what side is what, whatever. And, at that time, this all I heard was like, hey, it doesn't matter where you live. If you have the money to stay in a good, decent place, you could live in the Chicago, New York, LA, whatever. You're not going to be affected by what people see as the bad of that area. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. So, but still, didn't know if I wanted to buy a house there. Didn't know if I wanted to be there, but God do things for a reason. Thank you, God. At the time, I didn't think it was, but thank you, God, that I'm here where I am currently. It was a sacrifice and it was a complete struggle. So here's the thing. Rent was gonna go up like tremendously. I'm like, dang, where's the cap? Now I can see if a person been in a house for like so many years and they rent never changed. That's a blessing to them. But come on now, at some point they gotta make something off of it, right? They gotta raise it at some point. But it should not be that high, right? So you go from 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, like $800. What? You talking about somebody wanting to cry? I said, God, I don't know what you're doing, what's happening. All I know is I'm not about to do this. I can't do this, And you see what I'm working with, and I prayed. And I just began to be diligent with trying to find a home. And I was all over the place trying to find a home. And I remember that feeling. I was like, oh my gosh, I do not like this feeling. Like, these people are really getting over on people. These people are really doing people dirty. Amazon stopped. They're doing people dirty. And so in my brain, I'm just like, how many people can't afford to move? How many people can't afford to relocate? How many people are going through this same thing, right? Now, on this video that I see, I put it on the thumbnail. I'm a remind me to leave the link to that video, or you can zoom in and see the channel and go to it because he just posted it a day ago. The AI and the scammers are so clever now, and they will touch you right where the money is with telling you, this guy was on there. He was like, and I think I'm pretty smart. They were like, hey, somebody tried to buy iPhone such and such on your account, and we want to make sure it wasn't you because you've had your phone for years, and we're thinking like, why all of a sudden you just buy one when every phone you had, I mean, it sounds good, every phone you had. No, they didn't say every phone you
Is
had.
that for me?
No. See what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think I want to get rid of these. They so convenient with music, with asking questions and stuff. But it's just too much. Like, that's why I don't have a TV in my room. Like, I come out here. I did my I was doing my birthday nails, so I did them. Cause y'all see, I was doing my birthday nails. This is gonna be paired with like I ain't gonna tell y'all the color. I ain't gonna tell y'all the color, but that's that pink that I got from Dollar Tree. And I was doing my pedicure and like cleaning my feet and stuff like that. So they what was I saying? What was I saying? Oh, they called him, and it sounds so true. Like they knew just enough information to pique his interest to get him railed up in regards to feeling like this is really real. This is my account. Like, what? I know nobody's not trying to use my account. What do I got to do to fix it? So if they ever tell you information, some of them can get enough information, because you got to realize everybody at your bank, everybody at your mortgage company, everybody at your whatever it is, a facility that you pay money to when they got your information, all of them people are not forthgoing, and all of them people are not genuine, honest people. A lot of these people get into industries where they have access to a lot of people's information just to give it over to scammers, and that's how they make money. And you would never think it's them because they're not in it. So I had and oh my gosh, this just popped up. My credit union called me, and nope, I'm lying. I called my credit union because my money didn't deposit. That comes on a monthly basis, right? Now, I'm like, okay, wait, this is past the date. Like, what's going on? And so I called the company that the money is coming from, and they're like, no, that was sent without a problem. We don't have any issues on our end. That's a non-negotiable. It's sent at a certain time. Okay. So this guy, and I think I shouldn't leave it alone, because something ain't right. I just thought about it. But then it started coming after that. I guess I was on point. So the guy's like, oh, and I've been with this credit union for years. After I left South Carolina, when I first moved to South Carolina in 2004, I had a credit union, and I was with them all the way till 2016 that we left, okay? I stayed with the same company. Just like I tell you, I had the same phone number all the way from 2004, still got that. Very stable. I don't be wiggle woggling. Had only 2 phone numbers in my life. Only 2, okay? And that was because the companies didn't port numbers back then. I would only had 1 number from my life, from when I was a teen all the way to right now. And so then another state, I end up getting another credit union. And even though I moved to another state, I can't, they credit union isn't here, but they have sister credit unions, so I use them. And so I called in regards to, let me check my French toast. I called in regards to why my money isn't there. And they was like, we rejected it. This guy was like, we rejected. I said, rejected it? Talking about some we need to know that you're the beneficiary, not beneficiary, you're the he just made up something, y'all. I can't even remember what he made up. I just know it peed me off, and it didn't make any sense. So I'm just like, what do you mean? That's been coming there for years. Like, all of a sudden y'all need some information. If this was true policy, how did y'all even let it take effect from the beginning? Make that make sense, sir. And he was like, yeah, you know, maybe it wasn't caught in the beginning, but now we have to have this, that, and the third in order for it to come to this account and blah, blah, blah. So I called the company on the three-way, talking about, yeah, we need proof that this is a such and such, such and such. So when I called the company was like, no, sir, it doesn't matter. That is a government funding. You cannot stop that. And why are you just now trying to say something about it? You know, Miss such and such has been getting this for years in here. And why is it that y'all just now saying something? Something's not right about that. No, all we need to know is that she's the basically I'm the person over, and I'm the one that's supposed to be getting it. And I'm like, why do I have to do that? Like, I already gave all information years ago. Like, what? So he was like, no worries. If you could just send us something from that entity, the government entity, whatever, showing blah, 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 you're going to be fine. So I said, you know what? Even the lady was like, something ain't right. I said, yeah, something ain't right. That don't even make sense to me. She was like, all of a sudden, now they want you to prove something. She was like, yeah, that's not making sense to me. I said, it's not making sense to me neither, right? And so I'm sitting here like, okay, what am I going to do? Getting nervous and frustrated about it. What am I going to do? Y'all, I'm trying to make me something to eat. What am I going to do? So I said, you know what? Ma'am, can you send me the paperwork that proves everything that he claims I need to know, just in case? Because what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for something from them to show, because credit unions don't play. If it's something you need, even if you had a overdraft or something happen or a dispute or something, they always send it. Am I right? If anybody has a credit union, they always send you something to verify whatever transaction went, whatever transaction that went that wasn't a normal transaction, or something transpired on your account. They always send you something. They always send you something like, hey, you know, this is in regards to the phone call, or this was in regards to that. Yeah, I ain't getting nothing. Because he was like, oh, no worries. We're going to send a letter in regards to this call and in regards to what it is that I need. I said, okay, God, I'm going to let you work on that. I got too much stuff going on, and I really don't want to be sitting on the phone going back and forth over nothing like that, right? So I'm going to be honest with you. It's been coming. I didn't do nothing he said, right? And I said to him, I said, so where is the money? This guy said it's being held. It's being held? What? It's being held? How you gonna just hold my money? What? It's being held. Oh, you see what the lady was like, it's being held. You can't do that. This is a government entity. You cannot do that. We released it, and that Miss such and such should have her, you know. So he was like, well, since she verified everything and da-da-da. Sir, whoever opened up the account and was able to let me do this verified it, what are you talking about? Like, you talking about somebody upset. Y'all got to be careful. And it just led me to believe. I said, you know what? I said, send me that paper. When I got off the phone with him, she said, yeah, see if he sent something to mail. Because if this is legit, something happened. This is what I believe. Because everything's been normal. Nothing ain't been changed, ain't been late, nothing since that day. And I guess they see I'm not stupid, right? I believe somebody messed up somewhere and held the wrong account. Not even that. Not even held the wrong account. Maybe even he thought they was going to get away with holding on to my money, and probably was going to do something. I don't know. All I know is after that phone call, I waited to the next month to see, and I didn't get no letter. Nothing came through at all. So that was weird to me. That was really weird to me. Nothing came through. Hey, Christine. All things chocolate. Hey, all things chocolate. Yeah. Nothing came through. What? That was weird. I left it alone. I said, God, I'm going to let you handle it. That's why you have to pay attention to your account, to your money, to everything. So back to the guy. He said, yeah, so I'm thinking everything is real. I'm thinking everything is legit because they knew some basics. Like the company I was with, they knew all this stuff. And I'm not saying this verbatim. I'm going to put the link so y'all can go watch it because the scams on there is crazy. Even the AI scams. The scams where you think it's a person and it's really them and it's not. And trust me, I don't care how good you think your eyes is. AI is ridiculous today and you will be scammed. Thinking you buying something from somebody or thinking they're sharing something with you. So, before the call ended, the guy says to him, all I need you to do is verify this is you. And this is the important part, y'all. He said, how do I do that? He said, I'm going to send a code to your phone and you confirm it's you. That's the kicker. That code, as soon as he opened that text, let them access everything in his phone. Not only that, guess what? His wife's phone. They're on the same account. So they know it's family. Alright? So, next day, he's like, okay, everything's confirmed. You all set. We just wanted to make sure nobody's trying to fraud you or use, buy things on your account that you didn't approve. Do y'all know the next day, not only him, but his wife account, somebody was trying to open up a loan. Somebody was trying to drain her Venmo. Somebody was trying, like a lot of their accounts, just all this stuff started happening the next morning. And usually they'll call you at night. That way you really don't have time to call nobody or to verify anything because the banks are closed. I'm just saying, don't ignore this. This is real serious. And people are getting away with scamming people. They're getting away with scamming people. I like my French toast sticks crunchy. Hold on, y'all. Let's see if this one works. Okay. I think it's charged. So, he had to do what he needed to do to fix whatever. But that was a scam. Then they had this older guy, he was forget it. His account showed, in my back, bro. In my back. Okay. They called the guy, the 60-something-year-old guy, tell him his account showed as being hacked or frauded by identity theft or something like that. This older guy is getting upset. Not upset, but getting nervous, like, what do I do? Because he has over almost $400,000 in savings that he saved over time, retirement and all that. So they're like, yeah, we have to stop this and it's going to take us some time. But in order for us to protect your food, to protect your money, we need to secure your money. So they told this man all these ways he need to secure his money by transferring money, by buying gold bars, by doing all this stuff. This man put over a little under 400,000 and some change into all these accounts, sent all his money, bought all these gold bars and all that. And they was like, once this is secure, they will not be able to have access. And once we do all our investigations and get everything under control, you'll have access to your money. The son, he knew right away. He was like, Dad, are you serious? They got that man for all his money. They are out there doing it. They showed one where I was talking about relationships. The girl goes on. He said, go into the videos and look at the comments on TikTok. If you look at the comments on TikTok, when you see a video that's so sad or whatever the case may be, it's something about when they generate it by AI. The amount of comments will be so not normal. It won't even have nothing to do. Like I get like sometimes I load videos, even on YouTube. AI generated bot messages will pop up. Like I can't remember what the video was, and the bot or the AI comment was like, oh, great content. This is so authentic. I love this. This is done very well. What? So I'm just like, okay, let me, you see how ignorant people come on and do this? Hold on. So we're gonna, yeah, okay. And if they come back again, they're gonna be blocked from the channel, period. You're back. So, you seen, did y'all see what that person said? Very rude, racist. So yeah, that one, it's the one you'll see it a lot where they say, I was with him so long, come to find out he was cheating on me all this time. He was holding me. There was another woman, this, that, and the third. And then thank you. I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't time this out right, and my food was already still cooking. So she says, oh, he's been cheating on me. She's so emotional. She's tearing up, all this other stuff. And then she says, if you want to know, and I've seen this lots of times, if your guy is cheating on you, go to blah, blah, blah. They'll tell you who he's with, what he's doing, all that. Those are AI generated things. Let me show you how serious this is. Y'all know Sherry Shepherd. She has a show on YouTube. Well, I think her show plays on YouTube or something like that. The clips of it. Just like Wendy Williams show. You know, all the shows, the talk shows play on, you can see them on YouTube. Do you know that they had a thing with Patti LaBelle where it was showing Patti LaBelle cutting a ribbon to a hospital. It said Patti LaBelle, the first African-American woman to open up a hospital, and it's only for the homeless. I think it's the homeless veterans or homeless or something like that. Hold on, let me find it, y'all. I don't know if I can share it, but Sherry said aunties, young kids don't realize, aunties don't realize how good Sherry Shopper show, how good AI is. So she's like, oh yes, go ahead, Patty, get it, girl. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of her. She was so excited. And she showed the footage of what Patti LaBelle looked like, the statue behind her. It was her cutting a ribbon, and behind her it was a statue. Okay, Behind her, it was a statue. Okay, let me go to the channel. And she was just saying, please be careful. Because she said, we aunties don't be knowing the difference between what's real and fake. And she was like, you couldn't tell me this wasn't Patty. And this wasn't, something real. I'm rooting for her and everything. And she said the same thing happened with Beyonce's mom. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to just put Sherry Shepherd and Patty. Maybe I can put that. And it looked just like Patti LaBelle. This AI will take a person's face and it will make you think that that person is really talking. Before, you could watch the mouth and tell if it's real or fake. But now you can't. Now you can't. Oh, man. Okay, this is it.
AI is getting too good. And the aunties can't tell what's real on social media and what is not real. The other day, Beyonce's mama, Miss Tina, she got tricked. And then Miss Tina tricked me. And here's the thing. Now, if Miss Tina knows post something, I don't question it. Because she's Beyonce's emergency contact. I gotta trust it. Over the weekend, Miss Tina posted a story that said, Patti LaBelle is opening up America's first free hospital for the homeless. Yes. And when I tell y'all, the details were so believable. They said it was the first of its kind in U.S. history. And I said, wow. It also, the first patient was a 61-year-old Navy vet who hadn't seen a doctor in 14 years. And I was like, my God. When I tell you I was riveted by the story, I said, what else she do? Then it said Patty knelt down and carried the man's bag in the hospital herself. And by this time I got tears in my eyes. I said, Patti LaBelle is a saint. She is opening hospitals between sound checks and sweet potato pies. And that statue, y'all, when you see the statue, it looked real as hell. That statue was so good, I said, which one gonna sing?
I hope it don't copyright me or anything. But my point is this. It don't matter how rich or wealthy someone is. If you're not aware of certain stuff, you're going to get scammed. And she goes on to talk about how you got to be careful because even herself thought, okay, I'm done. Thought it was real. And it wasn't. It was not real. But y'all see how believable the things that AI uses. It looks at patterns. It looks at certain things. And they can just get, like, if anybody is hashtagging Patty, and they'll say, oh, she's so lovable. She cares about the homeless. She cares about the people. AI generates something in regards to all of the things that they continuously see about her. And you would think that is real, right? And she goes on to talk about how Blue Ivy was probably in the background like, grandma, that's AI. You know what I mean? It's like these younger kids, they be knowing, but not really. And then he goes on to show all the TikTok items. He said, basically, they get you to be comfortable. So everybody buying stuff on TikTok, buying stuff on these sites. And y'all know I've been talking about it, bro. We talked about it because I think you was talking about the microphones. You said you got one or got something. It was something I had. You said you got on TikTok. And I was like, wow. I have not bought nothing from Temu. They have reached out to me several times. I've from Temu. I love Amazon. Even if I'm paying more, I don't know. I haven't been comfortable enough to do that. They reached out to me several times. I can show you the emails giving me things. And I know if y'all are on social media, y'all can see multiple people. Oh, Temu this, Temu that, Temu this. Just like I said back in 2018-19, I said, be careful with certain stuff. But when everybody's doing it, nobody cares. They think, oh, we fine. Everybody's doing it right. When everybody's doing something, I don't want a part of it. I don't want a part of it because it's going to be, I know it's going to be a demise in some way, shape, or form. You get what I'm saying? How do we know? Okay, so Shein been exposed for the products and the clothing being very hazardous, very, very bad, causing cancer. And the clothing, the way the clothing is made, the way the products are made on purpose to cause cancer. But nobody's sitting here talking about that. They're going to keep showing you Shein hauls and keep showing you stuff. And about 2 years ago, a year and a half or so ago, when it really piqued my heart when someone told me, I had bought some stuff, I shipped that stuff back so fast, but some of the items they said don't send back. And I'm just like, oh. Now these aren't stuff, they were earrings and they were cute. And I still have them, but I never ever, is it on the video? Is it on this thing? I never wore them. I just been feeling some type of way. I never wore them. And yes, they are. Thank God for a wonderful night and great morning. I never wore them. So I'm just like, oh my Lord, like Temu is even more cheaper, inexpensive. I mostly only shop on eBay or Amazon though. Yeah, stay off of TikTok. He was showing the people that were scammed during Christmas on TikTok. It was sad. It was sad. Like, oh, my grandma bought this, or oh, and so a lot of times older people, like in their 80s, 70s and stuff like that, they want to know what's going on because they want to have something to relate to with their grandkids, great grandkids and stuff like that. It was showing a grandmother house and how the grandkids was like, why is grandma getting all these pictures of us? So what happens is grandma thought it's cute, you know, they little cartoon looking little things, and grandma allowed them to take pictures from her gallery or Google, whatever. And when the kids come to visit, they see all of these pictures around grandma's house that's AI generated, where they look weird, like cartoons and stuff. And they're like, we got real pictures, grandma. Why do you have all these AI pictures around the house? She don't know. She don't know no better. She just like, it's cute, you know? And I'm just like, wow. And that's one reason why, for me, I've been like, man, I really be thinking about just disappearing. I am a social introvert. Like, I'm social. I can talk and have fun and be around people, not for too long, not big crowds. And I'm just not the type where I can be in a room full of people and, like, you know, I'd be like, oh, let's do a group trip. Let's do a girls trip or whatever. Unless I know all the people and I really have a relationship with all of them. I mean, group trip to me would be like maybe 6 or something like that. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? But when it's like 12, 15, 20 women, I'll be that one while somebody talking like, the lies, you know what I'm saying? The lies. Or I wear it right here, like genuine, ain't faking, no facade, nothing fake about me. Like, you gonna know. I be like, in my brain, if you could hear her talking, oh, I would never hang out with her. Yeah, she absolutely could not ever come to my house. Yeah, she's very ratchet or very ghetto. You know what I'm saying? Or what? Like, that'll be my brain. Like, yeah, no, I'm not a very hyper person. I get excited. I'm very passionate about helping people. So that's where you see most of my excitement come from, when I'm like trying to share something and tell y'all something. But other than that, I'm laid back and just like, yeah, chill. You doing too much. You know what I'm saying? I do not like people who do too much. Like, for attention. You know, it's always that person that got to be the extra, the loudest, the this, the that. Like, oh, I'm like, nope. Or back, even when I was younger, they'd be like, oh, you want to come? I'm gonna be there. I'd be like, yeah, I'm good. No, I don't want to come. I'm fine. I've just jumped online now trying to catch up on the topic. I've never bought off Temu, Shein, or TikTok. My kids aren't allowed to either. Thank you. Love it, Ruth. Love it. Ruth, I am so, I am slow reading, and I'm at the end of this book, Ruth, and it is so amazing because, like I told you, I slow read. Slow read is, to me, is I don't make myself read on days I don't feel like reading, but I read consistently at the time that I need to. And what I do is, let me show y'all. Look, let me show y'all where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm almost done with the book, okay? So I put in a thing starting where I begin when I read again. And then I put in another thing ending where I would end. And no matter how good it is or whatever's going on, I stop at the next marker. And these, I showed y'all done had these things for so many years. These are magnetic bookmarks. They don't come off and they just clip to themselves like that and keep your place in your books. And yeah, this book is amazing. And I'm reading the next one, the yellow one, Courage to Be Happy. Do you have that one? I'm definitely reading the next one. And then I'm going into the others that I've had, the let them and let me. So yeah, I'm so excited. And let them was something that my therapist told me about, oh my gosh, so many months ago. And like I told you, I never knew it was a book, but this book right here is so much to ingest. And like I told you, I can't stand when I ask somebody about a book and they're like, oh yeah, I read it. And I'm like, so, when I start wanting to have conversation about it, they don't know too much. Stop trying to just read to just say you read a book. Don't waste your time. Take your time, slow read, even if it's a chapter a day, even if some people don't even read a book a year. So it's not no competition. This is for you, for your growth. If you never read, you don't read, but you want to start enlightening yourself and learning and educating yourself on how to become a better person, spiritually, mentally, physically, all of the above, take your time. This is not a race. This is not a race. Stay in your lane, okay? Stay in your lane, because they lane might lead you somewhere that you ain't got enough gas for, okay? And if you've been rocking and you was on a radio show, I did, oh gosh, over 4 years ago, I did that, about following your GPS and staying in your lane and being packed for your journey, okay? But anywho, this book is good. I thank you so much for recommending this, because it enlightened me on the other one that I didn't know existed, and I got that one as well. So yeah, that's a thing. But anywho, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Let me just go back real quick. I want to read something off of the last chapter I was in. And so I read and I write in my books. So this one was like, it was talking about, let's see what this chapter was about. People cannot make proper use of self. This is how I feel about my growing and where I am with my mental and emotional. So I write notes to myself. So if in the future a grandkid, a child, a great grandkid get these books, they can be like, wow, granny or great grandma, she was going through too, and she found ways to be better, to think better and be positive, to get her to the next level. And this one says, with regard to this issue of community feeling, there was a person who asked Adler a similar question. Now, Adler is a philosopher, like a major philosopher that this philosopher always references, talking to the youth, this youth. So this book is about a conversation between the youth and the philosopher. So it's like they say something, the philosopher says something, he says something, the philosopher says something. It's like a conversation, and I love it. Adler reply was the following, because he says, that's just utterly hypocritical. It's nothing more than the nonsensical talk of hypocrite. It sounds like the neighborly love that Christians talk about, the community feeling, the horizontal relationships, and it's a difference between horizontal relationships and vertical relationships, and we want to build more horizontal relationships, and the gratitude for existence, and so on. Who on earth could actually do such a thing? And it's like, okay, so before that, he said, of course, suppose your shut-in child help you wash the dishes after a meal. If you were to say then, enough of that already, just go to school, you would be using the words of such parents who detract from an image of the ideal child. If you were to take such an approach, the child would probably end up even more discouraged. However, if you can say straightforward thank you, the child just might feel his own worth and take a new step forward. He's talking about praise versus encouragement. And it's so weird, because I've been an encouraging mom. It's a difference between praising and encouragement. And kids don't really see encouragement as something they want. Encouragement is where you see their strengths or their weaknesses, and you tell them what it is that you see in them that makes them do better, or is something in them that can make them be better, and you try to regulate that constant talk to them. Because at the end of the day, when you just say, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, you're so smart, oh, you're so this, you're so that, well, what if they come into contact with a situation where they don't do good on a test? They, in society, they fail something, or something doesn't go right. That mindset of you always praising them and always saying, oh, you're great, you're this, you're that, you're that. I've never been that. I'm like, wow, like, I love the way you really applied yourself. Like, you really showed that you wanted this, and this is something that was important to you. You get what I'm saying? It's different, because when times of struggle or times of hardship come, they're not going to be like, oh, I'm smart, I'm smart. No, that is going to be something that they feel defeated. They're going to feel like, oh man, mom and dad just be lying. They telling me I'm so smart. I can't do this. This is hard. You see what I'm saying? So they begin to build a resentment towards you and not believing what you say, because what you're saying in your brain, and as a parent, you may not know that. In your brain, you're thinking this is giving them love, this showing them that you're there for them, you're their biggest cheerleader. But no, they have to become children. I mean, they have to become adults, and they need to have a mindset of being able to figure things out, being able to work through things, whether they like them or not. And the philosopher is saying sometimes parents want to say what makes that child feel good in that moment, not realizing that you're supposed to say what they need in that moment, because that's what builds true character, true hard, not hard workers. What I mean by, they don't give up. Like, they'll work to try to figure it out. They just don't give up and be like, well, I guess I'm not as smart as dad and mom said I was. You get what I'm saying? So stop using those things. And this has just been like so eye-opening. And even if my children are adults, right? Well, my youngest, she not adult yet. But having this knowledge, I can help them apply it to my generations to come. Don't think, oh, just because I don't have this right now. Maybe you don't have children right now. You never know when you might get children. You know what I'm saying? You never know how God might drop a child in your life. You get what I'm saying? I've seen single women, single men end up getting a child through a family member who couldn't take it, or a family member who passed. And now here you are, this single guy left with a little boy or left with a little girl, because you're the only one that can be capable of taking care of this child. Now you become an automatic parent. You get what I'm saying? You never know. And I don't think anybody wants to raise anyone, any child, without giving them that foundation that is so strong to the point where now they can take and partake that to their children. So you are now currently changing generations to come. And that's why I educate myself, because I know that one day, whenever my children get married or have children, they're going to come back for advice. And now my mind is more sound on learning these things. Nobody taught me these things. You know, I didn't understand these things. You get what I mean? Now my mind is more sound on understanding these things. So now I can apply them the correct wisdom to be great parents, to raise some great people. You get what I mean? And so I was saying, it says, the youth was saying basically is hypocritical. So the philosopher says, with regards of Adler, the other philosopher, someone has to start. Other people might not be cooperative, but that is not connected to you. My advice is this: you should start with no regard to whether others are cooperative or not. My advice is exactly the same. So basically, if, let's just say, even as an adult, when you are praising, it's giving a level of you either thought they couldn't do it and you're cheering them on because they did something you didn't think they could do or didn't think they can do as well. I know it sounds weird, but it's the truth. I'm going to tell you the difference. If someone says, oh my gosh, thank you, I really appreciated that. Like, that really brightened my day. That made me feel amazing, right? Versus somebody saying, oh wow, these cookies are awesome. You get what I'm saying? Look, you see the difference? And if you separate the two and then say the two together, you'd be like, oh wow, they told me my cookies were awesome. Well, when you burn a cookie and the cookie don't come out right, are they still not awesome? Are you still not a good baker? But when I tell you, I'm giving room to you And this is what my therapist had told me over a year ago. She said, make room for yourself. And that's why he says here, he said, people may not be cooperative or don't understand, but that doesn't mean you change what you do. And so it is a difference between giving people space and giving people room versus giving people just a praise and then it's over. But when that person lets you know how deeply this is appreciated and they thanking you for it, it's a total different mindset. It uplifts that person more to know that, hey, like I did something that really, brightened this person's day. That's why it's good to give people their flowers. It's good to tell people if they're encouraging, if they are inspiring, if they are helpful to you. And for those of you who do, I love it. I want to say that I appreciate y'all. So many of y'all come in on shorts and different things and say, hey, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have learned this. Or if it wasn't for you, you know what I mean, I wouldn't know how to do blah blah blah. Or because of you I save money. That right there makes me feel good, because it's not just saying, oh, that was amazing, that was a great video. Like, to hear the person express exactly how this thing that I did, you gave me space and made room for me in your life by saying I touched your life in such a way that it made you feel blah blah blah. It's a difference between giving encouraging words. And that's why you will hear me say, oh my gosh, thank you for the encouraging sweet words, because it's crazy. And even before I read this book, I will always say thank you so much for the encouraging sweet kind words or whatever, because encouragement is just so much more powerful. It's so much more powerful. And like I tell, like, my daughter, when she has a test or something she's doing, I say, hey, all you can do is do your best. They can't ask you for nothing more than that. You got parents who's like, oh, you're smart, you got this, you can do this. But then if they fail, then what? So that's another lie you told. You cannot predict what may happen with them, so encourage them. So that way, if it doesn't go the way they want it to go, they're not going to give up or give in and feel like they're trash. How these kids say they're trash. I can't, this is crazy. No, some people spiral out of control because what you consistently say is not consistently showing up in their actions and what results they're getting. So now they starting to look at you like you just be talking. You tell me it's gonna be all good, God got you, you gonna make it through. How do you know? Stop saying stuff like that. Like, I don't say stuff like that. I literally, listen, what's for you is for you. If it's for you, you're gonna do it. All I'm going to tell you is go and apply yourself to the best of your ability. And if you feel that you've done that, ain't nothing more they can ask of you. Guess what? This ain't life changing. This is just high school. If it is or isn't the results you want, you get what I'm saying? Be grateful and thankful that you learned something. It's something you can learn through everything. Even the most minute things is something you can learn. Guess what? You passed. That's all mommy worried about. Even though she's a very, very good student and she makes very good grades, but still there's times when things come upon her and she's worried, oh, I got this test, or I got these auditions, or I got, and I'm like, calm down. Don't ever let something get you to a point where it feels like it's controlling who you normally are. The bubbly, joyful you. No, this is a spat in your life. Take the time, breathe. How are you going to apply it? How are you going to tackle this? And figure that out. And once you figure that out, make sure when you tackle it, you give it your all. If you do, guess what? Do not beat yourself up. It is what it is. That's how we should be talking to them. Stop giving falsehoods to your children and wondering why they will resent you later. Don't do that. We need to be real, because we don't know the outcome of stuff. You know what I mean? God got you. You blessed and highly favored child. Do you know? All the bull. Just stop it. Just stop it. Just stop it. So anywho, that was the book because Ruth came in. We talked about I be having to write it down. So I did my nails. I did my birthday is on Thursday. She's taking me out to eat. We're going out to the movies, and basically I got a gift card to buy the things. I'm like, shoot, I got stuff that I want to get. And she was like, I got you, Ma, I got you. So I'll be sharing my birthday gifts with you guys. More than likely, if you know me, you know what I utilize my birthday gifts and what they're gonna be for. If you know, you know. So did y'all see Tyana Tayler body Sade's song Cherish the Day. That girl is so underrated. She's so underrated. Oh my gosh, she's so underrated. Her voice sounds like an angel. The aura coming from her voice, and you know it is difficult. It is so difficult to come behind Sade. If you know Sade, you listen to Sade growing up, and you know her voice, I'm going to try to see if I can play just a tad bit of it. When I say Tyana Tayler is amazing, she's amazing. If it let me play it. I can't play. I don't know how much I can play. I don't know what YouTube gonna do, but I must put that link and the link to the scam video below. It's just like the underdogs. Like, she's so talented with acting, with music, with dancing, with her choreography, with so much, and she's so underrated. Like, I even liked her. I mean, she didn't really have too much of a flary part in the one with all the it's Kim Kardashian, her, what's that black lady name? What's the black lady name? Oh my gosh, she was a comedian. She used to play on oh my gosh, it's on Hulu. It's on Hulu. They're all lawyers, the divorce attorneys, and it's like a law firm of nothing but women divorce attorneys, and they're beasts. Anyways, Tyana Tayler is in that. If you didn't see it, let me see. So that way, if y'all want to check that out, it's good. I'm waiting for the next season to come on. I'm gonna just put attorney. Let me see if it'll pop up. Hulu. Oh, the name of it. Okay, let's see if I can just... I'm not signed in. I'm gonna show it to y'all because this Kim Kardashian on Hulu. Divorce attorney. Let's see. All's fair. Listen, this show right here, that show is good. That show right there is good. If you did not see that, it's good. It's crazy, but it's good. They ain't no joke. I talked to you about the Patti LaBelle. Talked to you. Oh, so in the thing with the rent, a whole bunch of young people were showing how they were losing their houses and stuff like that. During COVID, it was so much scamming going on. So many people getting so much money, and their money is depleted now. Money is falling away, is being depleted. Now you're seeing people who were married during COVID. Every woman has a divorce story. He cheated. He left me. Every woman has all these stories. And I'm talking about these are all COVID created, meaning like it all happened during COVID. Not women who was married years, 10, 15 years before COVID even was a thing. I'm talking about all of these people. If you look at them, they would say, oh, got divorced 2 years ago. He left me 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. This was all during COVID. Y'all need to open your eyes and be very aware, because it's basically showing that you are a vulnerable person and you allowed yourself not being in loneliness. And this is what God gave me. It's like you have men that are single and you have women that are single, right? If I wanted to have a person, or if a man or another woman wanted to have a person, there's many people that can just have somebody just because they don't want to be lonely or alone or whatever you want to call it. Everybody call it different things. It's possible, right? But the excuse during COVID is, everybody mental stimulation was just all over the place, didn't know what was happening, and everybody was in fear and all this other stuff. So they were doing things that they wouldn't normally do to interact with other people so they don't be in their homes alone. Get it, got it, whatever. So my thing is like, it's sad because when I look at most of the relationships where you seeing all these women talking about, oh, I'm gonna tell you my divorce story, I'm about to tell you what happened between us and what really happened, why we're divorced, all this other stuff, why I'm starting all over, it all stems from just before, during, or after COVID. It all stems from that, right? And it's so sad. It's like, no, you literally need to work on yourself and not feel like you have to be validated by being in a relationship. Learn to love you, everything about you. That way you won't feel lonely and you won't feel alone. Until you learn to love yourself and learn to be happy and enjoy time with yourself, you're going to keep getting into relationships with people, because these people are going to find the vulnerability in you, because you got to be validated in a relationship to feel like somebody. Sucks, right? So that's what you see in a lot of these relationships stemming from, right? And so it's just so sad. I was watching one and she was like, yeah, we was married for 2 years. I'm like, really? Really? I was a stay-at-home mom. Life has changed for me. Da 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 da. Yeah, y'all was COVID influencers. Y'all did the whole bit. Oh, we fell in love during COVID and all that. And now people seeing COVID for what it really is, how it has killed so many people and done so many things to harm so many people. I don't feel sorry for you. I don't, because what you did was, at that moment in time of people's vulnerable state, mentally and emotionally, you created this fake facade of luxury life, or acting as if, even though COVID was going on, your life was still amazing and you was doing all these amazing things, all for it to shatter, because you could only fake and hide so much, so many things for so long. Your money, the soft life girls, the luxury living girls. I got a video, I think it's not playing till tomorrow because I got stuff already lined up, and I did it on TikTok, of me talking about, I'm so tired of videos where, like, can I watch a DIY or home improvement or a renovation video without a woman putting her derriere, bum, booty, whatever in the camera? I'm so sick and tired of seeing videos like that. Like, I literally posted that on TikTok. Let me show you. I literally posted, because I'm like, it's getting annoying. Like, it's like the fake lives are starting to crash. You're about to be exposed. You're about to be exposed in so many ways. And I posted this the day before yesterday, or either, I didn't post it on here yet. I don't care what people feel, what people think. Facts can change feelings. Feelings cannot change the fact. The fact is, as a content creator, I've seen over the years, things that real people really are going through and really people really need help with have become trends for content creators. Like, people struggling, people really on a low budget, people really living on a low income, people really having to lose their homes, losing their jobs and all of that, right? So now, it's two things that's been irking me. One has been irking me is the new angle on YouTube and all social media is, if women are doing something in their... Oh, I pushed the button. Hold on, y'all. I'm coughing up. Hold on. My body do not like pork, and I still be eating it. I don't care. So now, it's two things that's been irking me. One has been irking me is the new angle on YouTube and all social media is, if women are doing something in their home, DIYs or cleaning or something, the camera has to be faced on their derriere. Is that like a new trend or something? The camera is faced on the derriere, the camera is faced on the butt, the bump, whatever you want to call it, bum. It's faced there. They have it at an angle. You're watching them clean or watching them, but their butt is like right the front and center of the camera. Like, you can still clean and not have your butt in the camera. That's one thing. Is that the new trend of the new angle being right there? Everybody and their mama is about to do. Everybody wants to go into moody, want dark, moody, calm. It's annoying, right? And then, okay, so I'm sitting here, and as a content creator for years, and see that, I'm noticing that these people are getting like 50,000 views on a video or more, or somewhere around in there. This is gonna come out for y'all on I think Sunday, tomorrow. I think Sunday. My whole point is, it's annoying. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, and it's like, I don't like to be a part of that. Like, I did a video. And I had to delete this person, and the lady came in and was like, what? She said, literally, like, what? I think I screenshot it. Hold on. No, I screenshot it. She was like, what? You're doing it all wrong. See, it's okay for you to come and talk to me on my channel and say, oh, wow, that's different. Never seen it like that. I do it this way. That's different. When you say, what are you doing? You're doing it wrong. Like telling me I'm doing it wrong, right? And I responded to her and I was like, please be kind. You never know what somebody's going through, whatever. And I said something about like, you feel free to create a channel and do it on your channel or something to that effect. Let me look, because I can't verbatim it. Hold on. And so she was like, oh, you content creators are too sensitive. Maybe you need to find another job and go do something else. What? You talking about somebody upset? I was upset because, woman, you don't even know me. You're just on here randomly on my... Please say I screenshot. You're just randomly on my page. That's what it is. When I did the salmonella. What are you talking about? Chicken does not have salmonella in it. And you can tell if chicken is bad when you smell it and you're not going to fry. I screenshot it before I deleted her, but basically she was talking out the side of her face, because I said, I am kind. Why are you... No, she was like, I am kind. Why are you content creators so sensitive to responses? Maybe this isn't the job. This job is not for you. What did I thought I screenshotted both. Hold on. Oh, no, I had screenshotted her. Can I go back and see that? Yeah, because I was just like, you need to be kind. People are going through stuff and maybe you need to watch it over. I never said nothing about, because it says chicken does not have salmonella. First of all, salmonella is a sickness and a bacteria that chickens can get. Just like we as humans can get different sicknesses. People can get the flu. People can get, you know what I'm saying? All different sicknesses, colds, viruses. Those things are not just in us. They get in us through what we eat or when we breathe in the air. Just like a chicken, ma'am. So nobody said it's in the chicken. I said chicken can get. So that means we don't know if a chicken does or doesn't have salmonella, however you say it. We are cautious and we should be doing certain things. And the certain thing that it tells you, it does not say you have to clean the chicken. It does not say you have to do anything special with the chicken before you cook it. All it says is what I said in that video. That's when you Google it and look it up. That is all it says. It doesn't say clean it with lemon, clean it with vinegar, scrub it, do this. It doesn't say do any of that. But even in that video, I also said I still rinse my chicken. I still rinse my chicken. If there's hairs or feathers, I try to get those out. I still do that. That's just, I'm just used to doing that. I just feel like I want to do that. I feel like that's what's best for me. Not saying it has to be done. It's just my preference, right? So I'm just trying to figure out where she come from being rude and coming on my and I delete this stuff. I delete them and remove them from my channel. You're not about to come over here and be disrespectful. Because you took the time to listen to the video. I said people are going to be in their feelings. Facts can change feelings, but your feelings... And the fact is, in order to kill salmonella, you have to heat the chicken up to a certain degree, period. It doesn't say you have to clean it with lemon, vinegar, salt, peppers, none of that in order to kill it. If there is it present in the chicken, listen very well. Listen to actually respond, not be reactive. That is the problem with people. They are listening, ready to be on a defense to start something with people, and they look like a fool because the truth is in the video. It literally says what it says. Nobody is saying that you're wrong for doing what you do. My whole point is I see people cooking, and some people will take that chicken and put it right in the crock pot. Some people take that chicken, put it right in the casserole dish or whatever, and they'll just go about their business. And some people are livid. They are going crazy. They're telling them how disgusting they are. Be nice. They're still living. They're still breathing. And she been cooking that chicken that way for years. Obviously. And it makes me think about just religion. You got all these religions, and you think yours is the best way. This one thinks theirs is the best way. This one thinks theirs is the best way. But guess what? That's what works for them. That's what rocks their boat. You get what I'm saying? Who's to say we're all not wrong and we shouldn't be following none of them? We don't know. Stop it. Like Granddad says, always 52 ways to skin a cat, 10 ways to skin a cat. It is. Your way does not make it the best way. I'm sharing my way on my channel. I'm sharing the things that are facts on my channel. There's a lot of things I may not share, you may not agree with. Guess what? Find somebody's channel who does do what you want. If it's not, then create your own channel. Create you a channel and do what you please on your channel. I have never, unless someone is being very evil or rude to children or older people, I just can't hold back. Like babies, older people, or people that are like vulnerable, I can't hold back. I might say, oh, that is so evil, or that's wrong. I might say something like that. But if somebody is genuinely on their channel doing their thing and this is what they do, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that's wrong, you shouldn't do that. And do you not realize that you are not exempt from starting a channel? You can start a millions of channels if you wanted to, and do it your way. And do it your way. If you don't like what's being placed on this channel, if I'm too boring, you need more aesthetics, you need more fake phoniness, you want me to beat my face, you want me to show you weaves, you want me to show you all this stuff, you're not going to get it here. Because at the end of the day, the way I stay blessed is because I stay consistent to who I am. And I look back and I think about how many people that behind the scenes contact me and be like, girl, I'm so glad I listened to you. I'm so glad when you said this at that time. I'm so glad that you let me know this. I'm so glad that this, you get what I'm saying? That's why I keep pushing. It's so difficult because I want to keep pushing to get benefits, to benefit from doing this. But it's hard for me to keep quiet when it's stuff that I want to share. Okay? You feel free to go and say what you need to say on your channel or somebody else's channel who got the time and energy who gonna go back and forth with you, because I'm not going back and forth with anybody. I will delete you and remove you from the channel. Some people are like, oh, don't remove them. I don't care about a view from somebody who doesn't care about being positive, being kind and respectful. I don't need that energy over here. We don't need that energy over here. So they can go about their business. So anywho, that was the other thing. Okay, I talked to you about Patti LaBelle. I have several shorts and videos that I need to edit. In the thumbnail, y'all see that green? It's a green wall, and you see the brown paper. That's what the freaking lights did to my wall. When I took the lights off and I sold them on Facebook Marketplace, I'm not gonna get them again. So they're literally, I primed them. And so today I'm going to spackle over them and just spackle it smooth as I can, because once they get to that brown paper, it makes an indentation, and I don't want to just paint over that, and paint don't really stick to the brown. So I'm doing a short on spackling that and doing that. I actually think I'm doing a short too of me glazing over those open face cabinets. And the cheesecake, oh, that cheesecake in the picture, doesn't that cheesecake look so good? I was thinking about either getting me, I don't know, I've never seen, I don't know, I think I might make me a cheesecake, a mini cheesecake for my birthday. I don't know. It might be cherry, because I haven't had cherry cheesecake in a long time. If I do, I'll do a video on it, and it'll probably make a mini one, but it'll be thick, so it'll be, you know, a good one. So that's what I'm thinking. Remind me to show you, to post those two links. The one with, bro, if you hear, the one with, Tyana Tayler, and the one with the scamming guy, so y'all can see all the scams. It's so much more. I only tapped in on some of them, but these scams are depleting people's accounts, depleting people's savings. And it's something with crypto, it's something with Bitcoin. Like, he was talking about all the things, and it is just wiping people out. Take it like lightly if you want to. Sometimes you get information, it may not be for you. It could be for a friend, a mother, brother, sister, father, somebody that you love that don't know no better, and you can help them not be scammed and all their stuff being taken away. So what is it? Okay, that's it. That's it. That's what I wanted to come talk to you about. I am about to do my baby's hair. I got to braid her hair down and get the sewing. So she done got the chair and everything sitting over there. So We about to get into that. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure y'all check out the shorts. I load shorts every day. Every day. And I be loading to the community posts almost every day or every other day. So if you've been missing out on the channel, go check those things out. All right. Thank you, bruh. Thank you, bruh. Thank you, black girl. Christine and whoever's here. Teresa didn't pop on today. I hope she's okay. Everybody that joined today, I really appreciate you guys. I'll try to put those links, not to forget to put the links once this video generates, so y'all can share it with friends and family. All right, later, y'all.